Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
Forex Live. October 12th. 7:16 America, New York. Two types of thinking. Gut versus analytical. There are basically two types of thinking that we do. The automatic is your gut feel. The longer you have traded, the more you should trust your gut feel. Forex Live. October 12th. 7:05 America, New York. One simple tip to help your trading. Be plain. One of the often overlooked aspects of trading is that not every single instrument is equal. Some are more expensive than others, some are more volatile than others.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 12, 7:03 America, New York. Chip shortage not great for chip makers either. Experts don't expect the global supply crunch to ease until well into 2022. But chip investors are nervous now, and they might begin fleeing once record-long lead times start to recede.
Daily FX Market News. October 12, 7 o'clock America, New York. US dollar winning safe haven battle versus JPY. CHF risks are lower. Japanese yen plummets across the board. CHF to see lagged weakness. USD consolidating.
Naked Capitalism. October 12, 6:51 America, New York. Chicago Boys' 100% private pension system in Chile is in big trouble. Once touted by its creator as the Mercedes-Benz of pensions, Chile's defined contribution scheme is suffering major outflows.
Forex Live. October 12th. 6:47 America, New York. Confused when trading the USD? Just smile. Dollar smile theory. It is helpful. Do you ever get confused when you are trading the USD? It is understandable. The USD has different drivers at different times.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 12, 6:46 America, New York. Merck, high tide, square. What to watch when the stock market opens today. Merck shares were ticking higher pre-market. Cannabis company High Tide stock jumped on an approval to operate in British Columbia.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 12, 6:45 America, New York. Johnson & Johnson's top scientist to depart. Paul Stoffels is the second top J&J executive in recent weeks to announce plans to leave.
Global Economy. October 12, 6:31 America, New York. A Sino-Australian success story at risk of ending. Iron ore exports to China have soared despite political tensions, but that boom looks set to stutter.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 12, 6:02 America, New York. DoorDash introduces search page ads for restaurants. DoorDash has started selling restaurant ads that appear atop the search results in its app, as companies in the largely money-losing food delivery industry dive deeper into advertising to boost revenue. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 12, 6:01 America, New York. Introducing Bad Bets. Our new podcast unravels big business dramas that have had a major impact on our world, beginning with Enron.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 12, 6 o'clock America, New York. Wall Street firm makes wager on carbon offset forests. Oak Hill Advisors is hunting for $500 million worth of forest land with the aim of harvesting carbon offsets instead of timber.
Forex Live. October 12th. 6 o'clock America, New York. U.S. September NFIB Small Business Optimism Index 99.10 versus 99.7 expected. U.S. September NFIB. The question heading into the release is, to what extent is inflation and the easing of pent-up demand weighing on small business optimism?
New York Times Business. October 12, 6 o'clock America, New York. As big tech grows in the pandemic, Seattle grows with it. Despite an overall decline in office leasing in the United States, technology companies gobbled up more space in the Seattle area than they had the previous year. Facebook, which is based in Menlo Park, California, has signed new leases for office space in the Seattle area, including one for an 11-story building in Bellevue.
Naked Capitalism. October 12, 5:55 America, New York. Waive the patents. Moderna still refuses to share COVID-19 vaccine recipe. Moderna refuses to share vaccine recipe and acts as if they have absolutely no responsibility beyond maximizing their return on investment.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 12, 5:44 America, New York. China to let power prices rise and bid to fix electricity crunch. The shortage has slowed factory output, in turn hitting companies around the world that sell made-in-China products or use Chinese electronic parts in their own factories.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 12. 5:44 America New York. China to let power prices rise in bid to fix electricity crunch. The shortage has slowed factory output, in turn hitting companies around the world that sell made-in-China products or use Chinese electronic parts in their own factories.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 12. 5:43 America New York, Europe Inc. Returns to the skies. Business travel is making a comeback on the continent, aided by a high vaccination rate and digital COVID-19 certificates.
Forex Live. October 12. 5:41 America New York. Watch natural gas here on this daily trendline. A line in the sand. If natural gas can push lower and close below this daily trendline, then the talk of a blow-off top gains a little more credibility. Until this level breaks, the uptrend remains.
Daily FX Market News. October 12. 5:30 America New York. DAX 40 pushes aside worsening ZEW as equities steady ahead of US CPI. Investors eye the latest US CPI release to get further clarity on stagflation concerns.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 12. 5:30 America New York. Huawei, Ericsson or Nokia? Apple or Samsung? US or China? Who's winning the 5G races? The competition among equipment makers, countries and cell phone companies is heated. Here are the leaders in each of those races. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 12. 5:30 America New York. Return of office workers reaches pandemic high. As COVID-19 infection rates fall, workers are trickling back to the office at the highest rate since the pandemic began, with more firms indicating that they will be welcoming workers back in the weeks ahead.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 12. 5:30 America New York. Some investors find stability in SPACs. Shares of special purpose acquisition companies have lost their luster for those who recently saw them as a ticket to fast riches. That is good news for a different group of investors, who treat them as an alternative to bonds.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 12. 5:30 America New York. P&G investors, airs pressure bounty maker over deforestation. Environmental groups are lobbying Procter & Gamble shareholders to vote against a longtime director to prod the company to use more recycled materials for its paper products.